Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Where are you? Over on this side? Hi. You want to get in kiss?
Baby.
Oh, yeah. You want to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get a gift?
Baby.
Oh, yeah. That is too funny. Aw, baby lost her partner. If you guys have seen, by the way, what is up, fam? Welcome to another Savage Sunday. If you've ever seen the bird here, it's my mom's birds. And about 2 weeks ago, I came out here in the morning. I uncovered, or no, the birds were uncovered. Usually they're covered every night, which is really strange. And I seen the bird on top of the cage. I'm like, holy crap. And there was only one bird. There used to be two birds. And the crazy thing is, one of the birds was so mean. So mean, would just bite the hell out of you. And the other one, which is baby, is so super sweet. Well, the mean one flew the coop, took off, and baby stayed on top of the cage, which is crazy. But why I'm mentioning this, if any of you guys live in Florida, South Florida area, and you're interested, my mom's gonna be moving and she can't take the bird where she's at. So, what kind of bird is it? A Quaker parrot, right? Yeah, it's a Quaker parrot. Same one like Omar has. So if anybody's interested, you could, email me or DM me. But it's good to see you guys. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes, let some people get in here. If you're watching this, after the live stream, you can always fast forward a little bit. But let me say hello to some of you guys, and y'all can say hello to the birdie. Hi, birdie. Birdie, birdie, birdie. Let's see who we got. What up, Susan? Hey, Isabella. What's up, John? Thanks for being here. Megan, Paige, Amy. What's up, Teresa? Hey, Kathy. Holly's in the house. Kimberly. What's up, Sarah? We got Sandy in the house. Kelsey York, as always. Always appreciate you being here. Hey, Crystal. What's up, Matt? Let's see who else we got here. Timothy, Louise. Luz Melo Hernandez, what's up? I hope I pronounced that correctly. What's up, Nelly? OG in the house. We got Jane, Conrad, Connie. We got Charles, what's up? What's up? Hey, Karen, what's up, Anthony? Appreciate you being here. Blackout Devil of the Darkness, what is up? Christy in Arizona. Yo, I'm coming out to Arizona very soon, actually. What's up, Suhar? I hope that's correct. Hey, Lily, Skyrich, what up, man? Got Marcus in the house, Sue, Sherry, Joanne, Bill, Tiger Tail, what up? We got Tiger Tail, that's what I call her. Kelsey, hey, Allison, don't leave YouTube. I will get to that in a minute. What up, Alexi? Hey, Trenton. What's up, Olivia? Hello to James Mama and Pretty Bird. Yeah. Susan Smith in the house. Sarah. So cute. Yeah, I think it's a she. But she is adorable. Yes. You hear me talking to you, baby? You hear me talking to you? But she needs a home. So if anybody is down in Florida and is interested and will give her a good home, or him or her, whatever it is, definitely hit me up and let me know for sure. Okay, let me turn this around really quick. Astro Walker Luna, yo, what's up? I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. And hello to everybody else that is here. Appreciate you guys being here. Got a lot of things coming up here in the near future, but I definitely wanted to talk to you guys. I had to talk with my buddy Omar last night, and man, it's a lot of you guys know my story, but I'm sure some of you guys don't. 5 years ago, I was just like you. I was watching YouTubers, never had the dream of becoming a YouTuber, never really thought about it. And I started watching Omar Gosh TV. He was doing, at the time, prank videos and, vlogs, things like that. And I really just resonated with him. Like, he was just a really good guy. Was always preaching positivity and love and happiness. And I was really drawn toward that. and ended up he was doing live streams on a website that like allowed you to talk face to face, which was really, really cool. We got to talking, and he only lived, like I lived on the east coast of Florida, he lived on the west coast of Florida. We ended up meeting up, and pretty much the rest was history. But it started, he was just gonna get into the paranormal, and I was interested, but like I didn't believe in the paranormal. Like my ex-wife used to say that in my son's room upstairs there was a spirit of a little boy, and I thought she was crazy. I would say she was crazy. There's just no such thing. So I was intrigued by the fact that he wanted to get into doing that, and I thought, you know what, why not? He asked me if I wanted to go on a trip, and we ended up going on a trip to we went into Las Vegas, went up to Tonopah, we went up to California. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, just to let you guys know, tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a video. Some of you guys probably remember this. A little while back I would do Savage Sunday, and then right after Savage Sunday I would drop a bonus video, which would be like an older video that I would kind of discuss, talk about, maybe show never seen before clips, do interviews, things like that. Tomorrow I am dropping a video, the first time that Omar and I went on the Queen Mary. If you know anything about that video, you'll remember two main things. Number one, James was supposed to meet Omar and run in front of room B340, and I got lost. Number two, at the end, we thought we found an open room, which was like this suite, and we went in there, and all of a sudden people came in, and we ducked into the closets, and let's just say they started getting freaky, and we ended up having to dip out of there. Like we stayed in there for like, I don't even remember how long it was, for a long time, until we thought they fell asleep. Omar came and got me in my closet because he was in a different little closet, and it was absolutely crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna re-upload that video tomorrow, but there's something in that video that you guys don't know about. There's a reason why James got lost, and at the time I didn't feel comfortable telling you guys about it. I'm kind of exposing myself, but it's absolutely crazy, the story, and you know, it may make sense to some of you guys. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow and letting you guys see what happened in that video. So if you've never seen it, it'd be really cool. It's absolutely hilarious. Even if you've seen it, it'd be interesting. But yeah, I did drop a video late last night. I made a huge mistake. I even talked to Omar last night around 1 a.m. and I'm like, hey bro, I just got done filming editing my video. Do you think I should put it up? And he was like, I don't know, man, it might be a little late to put it up. And I'm like, yeah, I was thinking that too, but I ended up putting it up anyways, and it bombed. It bombed like no videos ever bombed before. I think it literally has like 5,000 views right now, which is my fault for putting it up in the middle of the night. Because what happens is YouTube, like, their algorithm shows like your subscribers aren't watching it, so they don't promote it. And because all my subscribers were sleeping, the video just never took off, and I'm probably just going to delete it. It's whatever. Let me say hello to my little friends really quick, and then I'm going to get into this. Yo, thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. Dang it. Hang on. Somebody... Let me see if I can go back and find it. I don't know. Why is it not there anymore? Oh man, somebody sent a super chat and I missed it, and I apologize. Thank you so much for doing that. I don't know why it's not showing up here, but oh, I didn't even know it's Labor Day week, and happy Labor Day, guys. What? Let's go back. So, all right, let's get into this. So, you know, I started doing YouTube. I started, you know, following my boy Omar. I would go and help him make these videos. At the time, he told me that that he was thinking about quitting YouTube, going back to his old job. It just, YouTube wasn't paying, his views weren't good. He couldn't live on the money he was making at the time. And I basically volunteered to help him. I was like, bro, listen, I'll help you. I'll help you in any way I can. Like, YouTube can't lose you. Like, we'll make this work one way or another. And, yo, thank you for becoming a member. You guys, if you don't know, Astro Walker, appreciate that. If you don't know, sometimes I gotta flip the camera to be able to see the comments since I'm legally blind. If I was to read the comments while I'm looking at you guys, it'd be like this, and like that's just not a good look for me. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I wanted to support my boy Omar, and that's how I kind of got into doing YouTube. And it wasn't until like almost a year later, or 6 months, I don't know, 6 months to a year later, that he convinced me into doing YouTube, because I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really care to be a YouTuber. At the time, I had a really good job, and I was making super good money. Thank you, Michelle K. I appreciate that. I was doing really, really well for myself. I had an investor that asked if I could run a company for him, and I ran a huge call center. I did everything myself, hired the employees. I was the general manager, and I was making really good money. And I ended up quitting that job to go on the road and start helping Omar make videos. You know, shortly after that, he got me into actually doing YouTube. And it's funny because I remember one of the first trips I took with him, like I couldn't really I couldn't really afford it because I'd already quit my job, and a lot of my OG fams actually supported me and helped me be able to take that trip, which I'll never forget. I really appreciate that. And it was you know, it was really cool. What I really liked about YouTube was the positivity, the love, the family vibes that we get. That's what drives me. Like, I honestly, like, I've said this before, but I don't really have the passion for paranormal like most of these paranormal investigators. And I've always said, ever since the very beginning, and I guess it's kind of changed over time, but I always said I'm not a paranormal investigator. I go to spooky, abandoned places, and it just happens to be at night, and I catch things on camera. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, I think the downfall of my YouTube channel, or it's weird because when I say downfall, I gain over 1,000 subscribers every month. Like, at minimum, I'll gain at least 1,000 new subscribers a month. However, for the last couple of years, my views have just continued to go down and go down and go down, which, you know, I get it. And the reason I get it is because what I believe made my content so good, and what I believe like people really looked up to me for and said that I inspired them, was the fact that I went to these crazy abandoned places many times all by myself. And being as legally blind as I am, I've almost got myself killed. I've gotten in trouble. I've been arrested 3 different times making YouTube videos, which obviously is not good. And it changed everything. Nate Diaz, hope you come back to Texas. Actually, I do have plans to come to Texas. James, don't quit. I hope to see more videos from you. And Omar, I appreciate that, man. And yes, I'm actually going to be meeting up with Omar very soon in Arizona, which I'll talk about here shortly. What I think really changed was the 3rd time I got arrested. And I'd done these videos for a couple years and, you know, never gotten any trouble. And then all of a sudden, I was up with Omar and my friend Chris Starr, and we kind of got arrested. We didn't really get arrested. They arrested us, but they let us go. And then we had to go back for court. The 2nd time that I got arrested, I believe, well, I went to an abandoned place with my friend Joe, and somebody, and I did find out who it was. Actually, I did finally find out who it was that called the police. Or actually, this is what actually happened. We filmed the video, I uploaded it, and immediately the next day I had a warrant for my arrest along with other people that were there. And come to find out, I can't name names, but come to find out, somebody that I was very, very close with in the past was jealous, I guess, that I was filming with these people, and they were the ones that actually called the police. Well, they didn't call the police. They happened to know the owner of the establishment. It was like a wedding chapel. They called them and said, hey, there's some people, they broke in, they were stealing stuff, they were breaking stuff, and obviously that wasn't true. But that person happened to be friends with the sheriff, and then ended up calling the sheriff, and then bam, we got warrants for arrest. Well, it happened to be somebody that I was super close with, that in my past, yeah, it was really just quite the shame. But anyways, the 3rd time I got arrested with my ex, which I guess was kind of our fault. We kind of stepped in it, went to an abandoned school, And I'd been there before, but what I didn't know was literally the week before we were there, somebody broke into there and stole all the copper. And they were actually fixing it up to be a community center, and it really hurt their community. So it was on the news that if anybody comes here and trespasses, they're gonna get arrested. And literally days later, I ended up showing up there. Like, just horrible timing. The cops that were there wanted to let us go, but the guy that was on the news, the main chief, he did not want to let us go, and that was pretty much that. So after that, I had to change my content. And the reason why is, if you get arrested a fourth time for the same violation, they call you a habitual offender. And if I become a habitual offender for trespassing, I'm going to go to prison. So yes, I have done a couple abandoned places that I'm very careful with, as well as making sure they're public, making sure like it's not, the heat isn't on there, and that was about 2 years ago. My channel had been flourishing, my views had continued to go up. I'd upload a video, the next morning I'd wake up, there'd be 20,000 views, and everything was great. All of a sudden I could not do abandoned places anymore, and I pretty much had to stick to strictly haunted places that I could get permission, and that ends up being hotels, inns, parks, like the same old stuff, and it's just gotten so repetitive. It's just the same thing over and over and over. Like, when I used to go to the abandoned places, it was so fun, it was so exciting, it was so scary. You could feel the tension with a knife. Like, it was different. Like, you guys know, the content was better, and I couldn't do it anymore. It's not that I wouldn't want to take the risk. I don't care if I would get arrested, but I don't want to go to freaking prison for making YouTube videos. Like, that's just stupid. So ever since then, my content, I believe, has really gone down. It's just not the same. And I believe in today's day and age, YouTube has really changed, because it's not just me. Like, my views have really slipped. Omar too, his views are way down, and his quality is amazing, and I know it's not him, but I don't believe YouTube is promoting our type of content anymore. Unless your name is Sam and Colby, they're not promoting it. And sad to say, I really do, and I'm sure a lot of you would probably resonate with this and agree with this, YouTube has become very toxic. It really has. It's really just become a place where you go onto YouTube and you watch all these just horrible videos of people that they'll prank people, but instead of like a good prank, they'll go up to somebody, knock their hat off, run away, or they'll try to start a fight with somebody. It's almost as if YouTube is promoting this toxicity. And I'll look at their views, and they'll have 2 million views on a video that they're literally like committing a crime, or really like just messing with somebody. And I just don't see YouTube promoting family content anymore. I see them promoting stuff that's very dark, stuff that it's not very wholesome. And it's definitely become not the same YouTube anymore, like that it was a few years ago. I even noticed on my channel, a lot of the people that used to watch me, a lot of, my old fams, they're just not around anymore. I know Omar, one thing that he always mentions to me is he'll run into people. Like, he just went to Playlist Live this last weekend, and he told me, man, he's like, bro, I feel just irrelevant. Like, nobody really knows me out here, and the people that do come up to me, they're like, oh, I know you, I used to watch you. And like, that's like the worst compliment you can give somebody, is I used to watch you. Like, you used to? Well, why did you stop? For me, I kind of get it, because my content, I believe, used to be a lot better than it is now. And it really leads me to this: what are my options? Because money isn't everything. It really isn't. I've never been driven by money. I've never been driven by fame or subscribers or any of that stuff. What drives me is promoting happiness, promoting love, inspiring other people. And I just feel like my content has changed, and it just hasn't done that as much. And I feel bad about that, and I feel like that has to change if I'm going to stay on YouTube. And these are the options that I can think of. Number one, I go back to doing trespassing videos, abandoned places. which is probably gonna wind me up in jail. So it doesn't sound like a really good option. Number two, I can just change my content completely and start doing something else, which I'm not even quite sure what that would be. It is something I've thought about. You know, I like doing pranks, but if I do pranks, I want to do pranks that, you know, uplift people and inspire people, make them happy instead of being dark and negative. I guess number three would be, shoot, I forgot what number three was. But the only other option I can think of is move on from YouTube, which I would hate to do because I know a lot of you guys like really look up to watching my videos. But I don't know. I see my channel growing with subscribers and the views are going down. It just doesn't make sense to me. So it just makes me think it's just my content. On top of being just part of YouTube not promoting the videos, things like that. I do also remember where I used to have a lot of people that would go share my videos out. They'd share it on Twitter and Instagram, would share it on Facebook, would share it on their own community channels. And I still do have some fams that do that. Not quite as much as I used to, but I do. And it got me thinking maybe I should start doing something a little bit different as far as doing something. Hey, Kelsey, thank you for being a member for so long. I appreciate that. Maybe there's a way to inspire others to maybe share out some of my better videos, or when I put up a new video that you really enjoy, share it out. But not only that, some of the stuff that I catch on videos, guys, is so absolutely crazy and insane. There's been so many insane moments that are just absolutely out of this world. And I know a lot of people watching my channel are also creators. They're smaller YouTubers. And I know some YouTubers, they don't like it when people, like take their videos and re-upload their video or share their, like, actually put their video clips on their channel. But I encourage that. If you have a channel, if you want to use any of my content, like literally, if there's any like videos that I've ever done and you're like, damn, well, maybe I could get some views on my YouTube channel by using some of James' footage. A lot of people won't do that just out of respect, but I encourage you to do that. Just make sure you give me credit for it. You know what I mean? There's so many crazy paranormal things that have been caught on camera. So I encourage you to download the video, screen record the video, upload it, talk about it, discuss it. Like, that would be cool. You know what I mean? That'd be a great way to do it. Because I've pretty much given myself an ultimatum. And that is, by the end of this year, if I'm not at least happy with my success as far as, you know, just building my channel back up, you know, getting the views, making a little more money, I'm just gonna, I honestly, I'm gonna have to move on, because I've gotten to the point where the last 5 years, like before YouTube, like there was a point where, put it this way, out of college, right out of college, I started my own business. I was extremely successful. For 10 years, I ran my own business. I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money, okay? Like, when I say a lot, I mean, like, I probably made more money than Omar makes. I did make more money than Omar makes. And then when I hit 30, I ended up going through a divorce. I went through this huge depression for like 3 years. I kind of just gave up on my company. I stopped working, just got super depressed. And a couple years after that, I started getting like back into like sales and, you know, running these call centers and things like that. And I made pretty darn good money. You know, I probably made, I mean, I'm not saying crazy money, but I'd make, you know, $1,500, $2,000 a week. You know, not bad. It probably makes $6,000 to $8,000 a month, which is, you know, a little above, you know, normalness, I guess, or whatever. Since I've started doing YouTube, I have been broke I've been broke every single month since I started YouTube, basically. Because, like, for example, lately, if I make $2,500 for the month, which is really not good, I still have to pay out money to go travel and make my videos. And that's another thing that's tough, is the type of content that I do, I have to travel, I have to go places, I have to book hotels, I have to, you know, take Ubers and Lyfts and planes. It's not like I can just hop in my car and go places, because obviously I can't drive. So it's very expensive for me to travel. And the money that I make on YouTube, 50 to 60% of it goes right back into my channel, which at the end of the day, I maybe have $1,000 to live on per month, which is really not that good, considering you still got to pay bills, still got to make things work. And I don't see any way out of it. So either I get another job and start doing something on the side while I still do YouTube, but then how's that going to work? Because I'm going to need to travel, and I don't see any job allowing me to just be able to leave for, you know, periodically every month whenever I need to go travel. And being a YouTuber, like, you can't, it would be, that'd pretty much be impossible. I have started thinking about starting a company, you know, maybe doing something, running my own business while I do YouTube, and that could work, because then I wouldn't care about being able to, and I don't even care about money. It's just the fact that I need to be able to survive. I'm tired of, like, having no place to, like, I mean, I have a lot of friends, I'll travel all the time, but like I don't have a place to live. And I can, but the problem is if I get a place, then I'm stuck there. I don't have the money to travel. That's kind of what happened when I moved into South Carolina, to be closer to my kids. I had a place, but I didn't have the money to then travel. So then it was like near impossible to make videos, or it'd just be boring, the same old stuff. So that didn't really work too good. So I mean, I want to give this like one last try and really put everything into it these next couple of months. This week, I'm actually flying back up to Massachusetts. My boy Lou Rock is up there. His girl Lucid's up there. We're going to be filming some videos. There's some epic locations up there, super epic. And there's actually some abandoned places that we can actually go to, which I'm super excited about. So I'm going to be there filming with him up until the end of the month. Then the first week in October, I'm flying out to Arizona. I'm meeting up with my boy Omar Gosh TV. He's working on this brand new series. It will blow you guys away. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And we're going to be filming at this really cool location out there. I'm going to be in the Phoenix area. I know some of you guys live out there, so I will be doing a fan meetup, maybe with Omar, maybe not. I'm not sure. But I was out there recently, and I should have met up with some of you guys, because I found out we had so many fams in that, so many fams in that area. So basically, I'm going to be on the road for the next 2 months. I'm going to go up, film with Lou, just start pumping out videos for you guys, try to film them as best as I can, put out really good content. You know, sometimes like we don't catch things on camera. That's the thing too. There is paranormal channels that every single video that they put out every single day, basically, the craziest stuff happens. Well, that's not really very realistic, and I don't just BS videos just to BS videos. It's just not my style. So there's a lot of videos that I just don't feel good enough uploading. There's so many videos I haven't even put up. Even the video that I put up yesterday, I don't really care that I didn't get many views. The reason I didn't care I put it up at 2 o'clock in the morning was I didn't think the video was that good. Nothing really happened in the video. There's like, I caught a noise and a little bang on a window, but besides that, I did it. I had to clickbait it and call it, I snuck into a haunted museum after they closed, just to try to get views with the clickbait, and I was kind of just joking with it, which a lot of people fell for, by the way. But I don't know, man. I'm getting older. Like, that's another thing. YouTube is a lot of younger people. I'm 45 years old. There's not a lot of 45-year-old YouTubers, especially that do what I do and travel and do all this crazy stuff. But I'm gonna blink and I'm gonna literally be in the same position I am now then, which would just be crazy. But I want to continue doing what really inspires me here on YouTube is just to promote positivity, happiness, love, God, you know, things that really matter, you know. And I need to find a better way to do that, because I can't necessarily do it through abandoned places on my own anymore. Say hello to the birdie. Hello, birdie. I want to read a couple of you guys' comments really quick, because I really want to see what you guys think. I want your guys' feedback, what you think I should do. if you have any, you know, good recommendations. Judy says, James, you should start a serial killer series. You know, the problem with that, unfortunately, is YouTube is not promoting serial killer type of stuff. Mysteries, unsolved mysteries, they're not doing it. Matter of fact, they demonetized an entire channel of some friends of mine. Explore with us. Some of you guys may know them. They got their whole channel demonetized because that's the type of videos that they did, and YouTube did not want to promote them. Omar just uploaded a video. Matter of fact, Omar uploaded a banger video. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He did it with Nick Groff, which is from Ghost Adventures, and I think it's his wife Tessa, who's a psychic medium. And they went back to a place where Omar had tried to solve a murder mystery of a Jane Doe. And you know, I watched this whole entire video without skimming through any parts of it. It was so entertaining, and the video bombed on his channel. It's doing horrible, and that just shows me that YouTube isn't promoting that type of content. So I appreciate that one, but definitely I don't see how that one would work for sure. I watch it, interesting to see the cursed objects. Yeah, thanks for watching my video, Karen. I appreciate that. Marie says, James, do what you love. You always stay safe. I appreciate that. I mean, what I love and what I have a passion for is you guys, you know, making you guys happy. And because honestly, seeing you guys happy and seeing you guys, one of the things that lights me up, that I absolutely love, is all the amazing connections people have made through this channel. There's been just the most amazing friendships in real life that have happened because of this channel. Not even just with me and people, because I've met thousands of you guys in person. There's not a lot of YouTubers that I think that do the type of meetups that I've done over time. I remember with me and my ex, we traveled and went to 20 states in 21 days just to give back, just to meet you guys in person. We didn't charge money for it or anything. We spent our own money right before Christmas. Instead of spending the holidays with our family, we wanted to spend it with you guys, which is our family. You know, I mean, my kids and, you know, and moms and dads and stuff. But, you know, I absolutely loved it. I never had a regret. I didn't end up filming any videos on that whole trip either. It was just strictly about meeting with you guys, giving back. And man, every time I'd go to a fan meetup, it was so much love. It was so much just happiness, and just, it was just the most amazing thing. And I came to realize the type of people that follow me on a consistent basis are just like me. Like, I feel like they're all about positivity and hope and love and happiness. And, yo, listen, we are in a dark world, okay? This world that we're in right now is absolutely insane. It's gotten, I mean, I don't think I have to tell you guys, but it's gotten so much worse over time. It's been bad for a while, but it's gotten to the point where, I mean, cats are dogs, dogs are cats. Just people, like, facts don't matter anymore. Like, 1 + 1 = 3. Like, things have just gone off the rail, but not in it just a good way, in a very dark and bitter way of just hate and driving people to just hate one another and conflict one another. Like, you know, you don't have to believe in something for you, or you don't have to agree with something for you to support a person dealing with something like that. For example, one of my very best friends is transgender, and I don't necessarily like agree with it, but also I love this person as a person, and I support them 100%, even though I may not agree with it. So I don't agree with some things. That just, we can all disagree sometimes, but we can still love one another. We can still respect that person. And I think this world that we live on, especially online, has just become such a dark place where if you don't agree with somebody's values or their religion or their politics or anything, they're just a horrible person. They're just the devil. And that's not what it's supposed to be about. We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to, you know, respect one another. We're supposed to be understanding. Like, none of us are perfect. We've all messed up. We've all done things that aren't good. Who are we to judge other people? But that's what this world has become, is just judging other people instead of just loving one another. And that is one thing that I am going to work on over these next 2 months, because if I am going to continue to do YouTube, like, I don't care if I make no money. If I feel the love of other people, not just toward me, but you guys to one another. That's the one thing that's always driven me, that I would go into my chat and you guys would be talking to one another. You guys would be complimenting one another. You guys would be supporting one another. Like, that is the biggest thing. Like, especially like in my videos, it used to be where somebody would leave a comment in the video and other people would comment under their comment showing support or love to them. And I don't see that as much anymore. I really don't. I used to see that all the time. I used to see people leave comments and they would have comment under comment under comment responding to them, giving them some support and some love. And that's what it's supposed to be. And the fact that it hasn't been happening like it used to, I put that on me, because I'm not doing what I really should be doing, in my opinion, because that's why I'm on YouTube. I would have quit a long time ago if it wasn't for you guys. You know, I could have a much more stable, much, like, I'm not gonna say better life, but I got a much stabler life doing that. I mean, I've met some of my best friends in this entire world, like some of the most amazing people while doing YouTube. I've also had a lot of heartache from it by meeting people that, you know, I thought had a pure heart and just ended up faking and lying and using just to build clout for themselves, just to become popular. And man, that hurts, you know, when you have somebody that, you know, acts like they really care about you, and, you know, they concern for you, they love you, all this stuff, and then you find out that that person lied to you the whole time. They tricked you into just trying to get your subscribers, just trying to become popular, trying to get some fame. Like, I've always was warned about stuff like that, but I never would believe people would be like that. But they are. They are. It has happened. You know, it happens, and it's just, it's not cool. Let me get back to some of my comments, because I did say I was going to read y'all's comments, but there's 651 of you guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys being here and showing your support. You guys are awesome. Dale says, I feel like divide and conquer has sadly become the new world order. Whether we like it or not, it's not right, but I think it is negative one. But it definitely has become a different world, that is for sure. James, we're starting to get that back lately. Yeah, very true. If you need some more content, I'll get a hold of Mass for you. That's funny. You know, that's another thing. Yeah, motivational speaking, you're right. You know, that's what's crazy. I've always felt led to be like motivational speaker, but I feel like I can't get the right words out a lot of the times. A lot of times I just ramble on, and I think the point gets made many times to people that can understand it, but as far as like, I listen to some of these motivational speakers, I can't talk like them. Like, I would love to, but I think it, honestly, I used to be the best talker in the world, and there actually may be something to this. I don't know how many of you guys know about this, but when I was 25, when I was 25 years old, I got into a bad car accident. I had a Rouse Stage 3 convertible supercharged Mustang. Yo, I was living large back then, okay? I had a pickup truck. We had a Lexus, Mercedes. I mean, it was awesome. Huge house. It was great. And one night I went over to my friend's house, and he had like one of those guard gates. You know, there's a guard there. Well, I was pulling into his neighborhood. I had my convertible top down, and he was coming out of the neighborhood before you get to the guard gate. I was like, yo, I was just coming to visit you. And I'm sitting there talking to him, and all of a sudden, boom, I just disappeared. He's like, I was looking at you, and all of a sudden you were gone. This guy that was driving this $100,000 Mercedes was driving like 50 miles an hour, didn't even see me, smashed into me. I hit my head on the roll bar. I messed my back up, but I had gotten a concussion. And I ended up going to see a neurologist. And the neurologist told my ex-wife at the time, or my wife at the time, to be very lenient with me, because I'm probably going to have some memory loss and I'm going to be very confused for a while, and I'm going to have issues talking and understanding things. And what's crazy is that happened, but I'm not sure it ever stopped happening. I thought he said it was like a temporary thing, but I don't think it was, because I used to be a workaholic, okay? I used to stay up overnight so many times, working all night. That's why I was so successful. That's why I made so much money back then. And after I got into that car accident, everything changed. I had an issue working, just like I have an issue editing sometimes, where I know I need to edit a video. I'm literally doing nothing, and instead of editing my video, I sit there and just watch YouTube all day. And it's almost like I need to do mindless things that just don't make me think. And I do that too much. I do that too often, and I don't know how to make it stop. And I haven't known how to do that since I've been 25 years old. I think that's what led to me getting divorced at the time. That's led to a lot of my issues. Like, I used to feel like I was so much smarter back then. And it probably would be a good idea for me to go to a neurologist, since I haven't seen a neurologist since back then, since I was 25 years old. Sorry, I keep touching my ear because a bug bit me, and now it freaking feels like it's like swollen. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, motivational speaking though, I would love to do that if I could feel like I can get the right words out. I guess if I could edit it, I could probably do it a lot better. That's actually not a bad idea. I usually look for comments of people who are asking questions that I can be able to answer and help them with a video. Yeah, I appreciate that, you know. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Seriously, like, I know you guys, when we're doing a live chat, you guys are super supportive of each other. And I love to see this. My number one thing, guys. That I encourage you to do that more often. Leave a comment of inspiration in some of my videos. If you see somebody that leaves a comment of inspiration, show your appreciation. If you see somebody struggling with something, say something just to maybe brighten their day. I mean, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what words, just a few simple words to somebody that seems so insignificant, how that could actually affect somebody, how it could actually make real change in that person's life. You know, you don't see the outcome, but you have to trust that, man, sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need to hear, like, encouraging words. Sometimes people need to see some support. Like, I feel like I get so much support from people that I've almost become numb to it. But when I see my fams giving support to one another, that makes me 1,000 times happier than getting support myself. Because I feel like I get support from enough people. But for me to see my fam showing support to one another, that's a whole nother level. That's why I do this. That's why I do YouTube, is the love and just the positivity and the happiness, and trying to inspire other people to just be good, to love one another. Like I said, this lifetime that we have, guys, it's short. It really is. You're gonna look back one day and you're gonna regret not taking chances, not doing things that you wanted to do, not living your dreams out. Like, I don't care how silly your dream is. If you have a dream, if you've had a dream to do something your whole life and you haven't done it, what are you waiting for? Like, I think the number one reason people don't do those things is because they get scared. Maybe scared of failure, maybe scared of other people thinking something. I think the worst mistake you could do is start telling people your dream, because what happens is people will shoot you down. They'll discourage you from doing it. And this goes with so many things. You ever been really excited for something? Like, you're super excited for something. And it doesn't matter if it's silly to anybody else, but if you're excited about it, you're really happy for it, you're so looking forward to something, and you tell somebody about it, and then they say that it's dumb, or they say, well, did you ever think of this, or whatever, and then it changes your whole mindset. It makes you think, oh yeah, I guess not, and you don't do it. That's the number one thing never to do, is if you have a dream or a goal, don't share it with anybody. Don't do it, because if you put it out there, people will try to break it down. And I mean, I'm sure there is the right type of people out there that will always support you. Like, if you have that person that you always see, that's always encouraging you, there's always, like, just happy to see you. Whenever you see them, they have a smile on their face. You could trust them maybe with something like that. But overall, 95% of the people out there, they're just, it's like misery loves company or something. I don't know. I mean, the whole world, we're conditioned now to just not love each other, and to just, everything just is so dark. It didn't used to be like this. I remember a time, I've said this a million times, but I remember a time when a neighbor would help a neighbor. I remember a time where the phone would ring and, you know, you'd be happy to pick it up. I remember a time somebody knocks on your door, and you'd be like, oh my God, everybody jumps up, who's here? I can't wait to see who's here. Now somebody knocks on your door, you're like, who the fuck is at my door? You know what I mean? And it's true. People's mindset has changed over time, and it's not for the better. And I feel like if I'm going to stay on YouTube, it's to help encourage people to be kinder, to be nicer to one another, to live your life to the fullest, because we have such a short time on this life. And you know, it's you know, I mean, I believe in God. It's one thing doing these videos and being out there. The one thing I can tell you for sure is there is a God, and there also is a devil. There is demons, there is angels, and one day you'll find out. And if you live your life, your whole life, and you never accept that fact, I feel really sorry for you, because that is the one thing. Like, if you say that, I've said this before too, but we know there's demons out there. I've experienced it. You know, it's not like you see them or anything, but they're there. Just like I know there's angels there that look out after people. And at the end of the day, what side you want to be on? I know what side I want to be on. And I'd so much rather support love, happiness, positivity, God, instead of supporting dark, evil, just bigotry, hatefulness, and the devil. Because the devil's real. The devil is the ultimate deceiver, and he's deceived pretty much this entire world. He's taken over. And even in the Bible, it talks about this. In the last chapter of the Bible, it talks about these times. And I couldn't tell you when that time may come where, you know, things, you know, in the earth, or things really change here, but you have to kind of live your life thinking that it could be tomorrow. You just never know. Life's too short. But that's my little speech now, so I can go back to reading y'all's comments. 759 on my side online. Yo, that's awesome. Thanks for letting me know that, Sherry. We have 768 people and 754 likes. I appreciate that. John says, you got to be happy with what you do, bro. If you ever want to hit me up, I'm on IG. Yo, I appreciate that, John. Thanks, bro. I do. Kenneth, what up, man? Good to see you, bro. That's Kenneth, my Kentucky fam. Yeah. What's up, bro? I can't wait to make it back out there. Hey, Lori. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. Maybe James should be a motivational speaker. I'm with you. And if I can do that with my videos, you know, if I can, you know, incorporate that in what I do, I'm 100% for it. I mean, I think that would be awesome. What's up, mama? So I'm actually down here in South Florida, staying at my brother's house. I came to help my mom because I wanted to talk to you guys about this too. So I came down here to help my mom. When I got divorced, after a while I moved back to my mom's house because I didn't want to live in my house. It just, to me, it reeked of divorce. And I stayed there for a while. Well, eventually my mom ended up losing her house. This is kind of years back, 7-8 years back. And we put everything into a storage unit. It was like a 10 by 15 size storage unit. Like a 4-bedroom house, all there. All my belongings went in there.
It was 3,000 square feet.
3,000 square foot house, yeah. Just everything. And I'm talking about antiques, little knickknacks, stuff that's brand new. My mom used to like the dumpster dive, and she'd keep like the brand new stuff, the things that were like valuable. Anyhow, she had gotten the storage unit, and originally there was like $250 a month. Well, over the years, they kept upping the price to the point where she's paying over $500 a month for this storage unit. And I called around and found the same size storage unit for $250. So I told her, why don't we get everything out of the storage unit, we'll move it over, and that's exactly what we did. It was so much bigger of a job than I thought it was going to be. But we were going through stuff the other day, like, man, I have so much stuff in there. There's like, between me and my kids, I have so many designer clothes, so many brand name clothing, even so many clothes that still had the tags on it. When I say a lot of clothes, I mean, like, imagine a really large garbage bag, like the construction size garbage bags. I probably have 20 bags full of clothes. I mean, there's probably tens of thousands of dollars just in clothes in there. But there's so many different antiques, so many different, like, Beanie Babies and crystal and I don't know what other kind of stuff would you say, Mom? like as seen on TVC products, stuff from France, perfumes, like just so much different stuff. Anyhow, it took us a while to move all this stuff, but we eventually got to do something with this stuff. So I was actually thinking, and I want to see what you guys think about this, of doing like an online auction where we do like maybe on a Savage Sunday, we set up, I'll have everything set up in advance, and then we'll have a timer. So I'll be like, all right guys, I'll show you an item, say like those McDonald's Beanie Babies, right? I got a whole 10 of them. So I'll show those to you guys and be like, all right guys, we'll start this off at $1. Who wants to bid $1? And I'll put a timer on, you guys can bid, and then when 30 seconds or a minute comes up, I'll type end in the chat, and then the last highest number would win the bid. You can PayPal or Cash App or Venmo, which I always leave the links in the description of my live streams. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that's soda. But you could like just send the money directly, and then we'd ship it out to you. What do you guys think of that? Would you guys be interested in doing an online auction for all my possessions? all this stuff that I have from years past. Yeah, would you guys be interested in that? I think it'd be something really cool to do. Let me, oh my God, I'm so far behind on comments. Let me catch up. Oh, Rob Jenkins, thank you for the euro, my brother. Let me catch up. Oh my God, where is the end of this? Your big old ass is right in my camera now.
What?
Your big old ass is right in the camera.
What?
Alright, let's see here. That's a great idea, says Peggy. Guess what, James? You're doing it now. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. I think she's talking about the motivational stuff. I really do appreciate that. Joyce says that's a good idea. You can do whatever kind of content makes you good. Sure, yard sale. Yeah, the only problem is the stuff's not at the house. It's in a storage unit, so a yard sale would be kind of difficult. Do what? It's not yard sale stuff. Yeah, no, a lot of it's, yeah, it's not yard sale stuff. That's what I was thinking, an online auction. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool. We could do like a live stream and just go through tons of stuff. That's a good idea. Have your friends sell it on eBay. That's true. That's kind of a lot of work though. James, blessing to you, bro. Life is starting to catch up with you. That's for sure. Oh, that's Eddie and Jen. What up, Eddie and Jen? I haven't seen you guys in a while. I hope you're doing great. What you need to do is take hold of it, because we only have one life. Cherish it, embrace it, be you, because that's what makes you unique. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my friends Eddie and Jen vlogs. Good peoples right there. I know how strange storage places work. They raise the price like that every 6 months or every year. Yeah, Rose, you're right. You know, it's funny, that same place that was charging her $500 and something a month, I called to see how much it would cost to rent out that storage unit, and it was like $270. So I could literally just, she could have left there, I could have just put it in my name, and then we could have had the same storage unit for, you know, a lot less. But she's getting, oh my God. So she got a storage unit. It was an outside unit, but it was air conditioned. Well, I don't know what the hell happened. There was like a bathroom on the other side of it, I think, and there must have been a flood or something, because in an area of, there's a small area of the storage unit where like there was mold, and not a lot of stuff got affected, only some furniture stuff, this big mirror, and my Dan Marino signed lithograph. I have this since I got it when I was younger from one of my aunts that's no longer with us, and she gave this to me. And anyways, on the bottom of the picture is just black mold, and I'm seeing like this mold soaked into the actual picture, to where on the bottom of the picture, like where the, I'm not even sure if it's got into the picture, I'm sure it has, but the what do you call it, the matting around the frame or inside the frame has mold, black mold in it. It's so freaking disappointing. Matter of fact, we gotta try, she paid for insurance, like they should cover that. Although you know how tough it is probably getting paid from insurance companies. Yeah, my mom had this old, it was like a 1980 or 1800s, it was like an Indian bench, and it was at one point appraised at $25,000, and dude, it's like destroyed, like completely destroyed. It was so heart-wrenching to see that, but I don't know. We're gonna try to maybe see if we can hit up the insurance company for that. Where is my chat? There it is. James, have your brother join you in the auction online? Yeah, that would be kind of cool. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you. Says let me know. Yes, I will. So what I'm probably gonna do is, so I'm headed on Friday. I'm headed up to Massachusetts. I'm gonna film some bangers with my boy Lou up there. I got to get that done because I have no videos to put out. I think I have one video maybe I can put out, and I need to get some new content. I need to film some bangers for you guys. So I'm gonna go up there, film for the next 3 weeks. Then after that, I'm flying out to Arizona. I'm gonna do a fan meetup when I'm out there, but I'm going to meet up with my boy Omar to film for this new series, which is super exciting. I don't know how much I can tell you about it, so I'm not gonna tell you anything about it, except just letting you know we're working on something that's going to be absolutely groundbreaking and amazing on his channel. And it's not just me and him, it's being a collab. Well, it's me and him for that episode, but he's doing several episodes with other YouTubers, which is going to be really, really cool. But I'm going to be in Arizona for a few days. Then I'm not sure. I think that'd be around about the 10th. I'll be done around October 10th. I'll be finished. I'm not sure what I'm going to do from there. I do have to come back here to Florida because my brother is going to be moving out of this house to his new house, and I told him I would help him move. And they're waiting for information about their closing because it's new construction. So it's supposed to be like the 2nd or 3rd week of October. So I'm going to be coming back down here to Florida to help him move. That's when I'd like to do that online auction. It's probably going to take us 2 or 3 days to go through the storage unit and just like organize everything, kind of catalog it, put it in order so that, you know, once the auction ends, I can just simply pack it up and ship it out to you guys. But man, there's so much cool stuff. Like, you have no idea how much cool stuff is in the storage unit. So I'd much rather, instead of, you know, throwing it out cheap at a garage sale or a flea market, I'd much rather give you guys first crack at the stuff and sell it to you guys at a good price, because there is some stuff in there and there's stuff that's valuable in there too. So I think that'd be super cool to do an online auction with you guys, and it helps support my mom and stuff too, which would be cool. So I think that would be awesome. What up, Kenneth? Hey, what's up, Carly? Is Carly here? Hey, Carly. Carly's the little girl that I went and visited about 6 months ago, and she's such a sweetheart. I miss you guys, you and your mama and daddy too. Even if the insurance company does pay out on the Marino autograph picture, that's irreplaceable. Yeah, very true. Though he's still living. Yeah, that's true. It's actually like, it's a straight out lithograph. It's actually numbered and everything. But it was the fact that my aunt gave it to me. It was really like the sentimental value. Like, I'd probably never sell it. But Susan said there are YouTubers that buy storage units and unclaimed products. Yeah, I've seen that. It is really cool. You could get some really good deals doing stuff like that. What's up, Mama Paige? Good to see you. And again, if you're joining us late, baby over here, this cute little Quaker parrot. If anybody is in the South Florida area that would love a very sweet, sweet bird, hit me up on email, swish594@gmail.com. And email me and let me know, because if we can find a good house for her before they move next month, that'd be awesome. Because she doesn't want to like just give it away to anybody online, because I told her, well, you can put it on, you know, an ad online or something, and she's like, yeah, but I don't want somebody that's not going to take care of it or try to resell it. I'm like, well, then that's why you need to sell it, because they're very expensive. These birds are like several $100s. So I told her to sell it online. That way, you know, the person that's buying it is not just going to give it away to somebody else. You know, they're not going to, you know, they're going to take care of it if you're going to put money out for it. But for a fam, I wouldn't charge you anything, because I know you would take care of it. So I'd give you the bird, give you the cage, give you everything you need for free. I would just want to make sure she's going to go to a good home for sure. So let me know about that. And I appreciate 890 of you guys here. That's what's up. I really appreciate you guys being here and showing your support. If you joined us late, you could go back. I think after about 10 minutes after this live stream, I started getting into what the title is all about. Eddie and Jen says, James, I do hope you someday make your way to San Antonio. Oh, actually, so that's a good thing, Eddie. I don't know, before the end of this year, right? So either in November or December, I'm going to be going up to Texas. I have somebody that I'm supposed to meet, and I think they're in, I forget exactly, I think it's Fort Worth, but I know it's like not too far from San Antonio. So yeah, let's get together. 100% good for that. I've been guys, so yeah, I definitely want to do that, and I'll stay in touch. We got 899 fams, and we only got 696 likes, which is crazy because we just had 670 likes and 690 people here. We gained 200 people and only 20 likes. Well, at least I know the original fams in here like to support your boy, because I don't care about donations and stuff, guys. I really just appreciate love and support, and not even just love and support for me, but love and support for one another. So that's the best thing you could ever do. I've always had people say, oh, James, like, if I had money, I would donate to you and I'd help you out. Listen, you don't need to. Just liking the video, leaving comments, showing support for one another, dude, that's what keeps me going. That's what drives me. That's what inspires me to keep doing this. So keep that in mind. Definitely keep it in mind. Also, like I said before, if you're a YouTuber, even if you have a small channel, dude, you can use my footage for any video that I have. You can use it. It won't get copyrighted or anything like that. You're free to use it. Maybe it'll go viral. I have people that have re-uploaded my content, like that XXX Tentacion, the ghost that was caught on camera. I've had people re-upload that without even giving me credit, right? And it's gotten tens of millions of views. But I encourage you, if you want to share any of my content out, if you want to do a review of a location that I filmed, if you want to review some type of paranormal event that occurred, dude, feel free to use my content. Tag me in it so I know. And I always appreciate when I put out a good video. Okay, I feel like I put out a really good video recently at that haunted doll that I caught moving on camera. But the last two videos that I put out, not so much. And that's why I'm going on this trip again. Like, the little bit of funds that I've made over the last, month or so, I'm basically just taking it all. I don't even spend money on anything except for food and to travel. It's literally, I don't buy anything for myself. I can't remember the last time I bought anything. But I want to just take that money, put it back into this channel so I can put as good as content as I can possibly make. Also, I believe that I need to help put that more inspiration back into my videos that I used to do when I used to do abandoned places. I definitely want to add that more in there. And like I said, by the end of this year, either I'm gonna feel it and see that, because to me it's not about the money, it's more about making an impact on other people and not just having them tell me that I encourage them. I want to see it. I want to see somebody write to another person, or if somebody comments on something saying they're having a bad day, I want to see you tell that person, hey, just because this chapter sucks doesn't mean the whole book does. Or I just want to see something uplifting to one another, because that's why I do this, to show you guys love and to help you guys just show each other love. That's what family's about. That's why this channel is called The Fam. That's why I'm on YouTube. It's not to make paranormal videos, because I can tell you that's not my passion. Never has been. It's just not. And I don't know any other YouTuber. I really don't. I don't know any other YouTuber that says that. I don't know any other YouTuber. Every YouTuber that I know, or anybody that wants to be a YouTuber, they're like, oh, I want to be famous, or oh man, I just always wanted to be a YouTuber. I want a viral video. I want to be known. Dude, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I really don't. That's why when people are like, oh, James, you're famous, I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not at all. That's why it's kind of a joke that I started with my boy Omar, going around saying, this guy's famous, and yelling. Now he does it back to me, and now a lot of people do it to each other, which is funny. And another funny story, so this last weekend was Playlist Live, and my boy Omar went there with his family, and Kristen went there, my friend Kelsey went there, a bunch of people went there. Unfortunately, if I would have went, like, my money is kind of tight, so if I would have went, I probably would not be able to travel up to my boy Lou's, so I thought it would be smarter for me to take my money and invest it that way instead of just going to Playlist Live. But something so funny happened yesterday. I got tagged on an Instagram post. I guess I left a dirty sock at Omar's house last time I was there. Well, this numbskull takes my dirty sock, has the thought of taking it with him, putting it in his bag, bringing it all the way to Orlando. Then I guess the day he was at a restaurant or something with a bunch of people and Kristen was there, he must have thought about putting it in his pocket, bringing it to the restaurant with him, and then he threw it on Chris, and it was hilarious. You can actually see that on his Instagram story. I think I shared it too on my Instagram story, but it was so funny. It really was. It was hilarious. Let's see. There's my live chat. Oh, I was reading it backwards. I'm such a dummy. We didn't. Sorry. It wasn't. We didn't have 200 more people join the live stream. I was looking at the views or the live people as the likes, and the likes as how many people were in there. Okay. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, that don't make no sense. Now we have 684 of you guys here. I appreciate that. Try to come to England and film some bangers here, James. Dude, that would be a dream, but like that's really expensive. Maybe one day. Kelsey, we love you, James. I love you too, Kelsey. Omar always makes me laugh. Yeah, he does. He's such a good person to be around. Oh, also, yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for reminding me, Pickle. So, dang it. Oh, I put it in the description of this video. Let me see if I can. Wow, YouTube doesn't allow me to chat. I guess not. Let me see. Let me go find that comment and pin it. Let me pin this comment really quick. Where'd it go? Pickle, can you put the link to Discord in there again? So I'm gonna pin a comment in the comment. What's up, Molar Vlogs? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, OG fam right there. Molar Vlogs says you're amazing, Jams. No matter what you do, I'll be right with you, bro. I appreciate that, man. You've always been here since the beginning, bro. And you always stayed around. I appreciate it. Melanie says, James, we appreciate you just being you. That's so sweet. I hope you have a great weekend too. Let's see where that comment went. If anybody has my Discord link, I don't know where Pickle went to. But if anyone has my Discord link, can you put it in the comment so I can pin it? Then I'll talk about that in 1 second. I appreciate that, Angelina. Says you're an amazing inspiration to me and a lot of us. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. Well, I guess nobody got the Discord link. Last 2 garage sales we had made $500. Not bad. Yeah, that's really good, Sky. That is really good. We always try to keep our lives in a positive light. Our goal is to spread love and light to everyone. If we are, even our boys who who have special needs can touch one person, we've done our job. Amen to that, brother. Pickle Rick in the house. Yeah. Going to Discord is the highlight. It's James, it's there. Okay, well, oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you there, Pickle. Well, why is it not letting me click it? I don't know. What the hell? Okay, this is weird. There we go. I don't know. I don't understand why. Huh. Yeah, it's not letting me do it. Well, there is a link to my Discord there that you'll probably see in the chat. Also, the link is in the description of this live stream. So if you're watching this right now live, basically what I'm doing is right after this live stream is over, I'm going over to Discord. And on Discord, it's so cool. So my friends Pickle and Smokey have set up Discord for me, and it allows us to talk to each other, like verbally talk to one another, one-on-one. And for the last few weeks, I've been doing these after Savage Sunday, and it's really cool because we'll have we don't have a whole lot of people, maybe like 40 people, 50 people show up, and anybody that wants to talk to me, like actually talk, I'm talking to every single week. There's a button where you can raise your hand, and then what I do is I spend an hour or even 2 hours sometimes making sure that I select every single person that's there that wants to talk to me will get a chance to talk to me. So if you said, oh James, I've always wanted to talk to you, dude, this is your chance. You can talk to me today. All you have to do is go and download Discord and go to my server. If you don't know about Discord, it's okay. I was very confused about it at first too. But all you need to do is go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download Discord, D-I-S-C-O-R-D, Discord. Once you have it downloaded, create an account. Super simple. You can actually like sign in with your YouTube account or whatever using an email, and just fill out the normal information. Then what's the easiest is to go to the description, or you can copy the link. Go to the description of this live stream, and there's a link that says join Discord. Click on that link, and then it will open up the Discord app that you had just downloaded, and it will bring you right to Discord. Then you want to look for what does it say, Pickle, in the Discord? Because on the side it shows like a bunch of categories like live chat and Twitter and all this different stuff, but one of them says, it doesn't say voice chat. What does it say, Pickle? What is it actually? What's the tab say that they need to click on? Does it say live chat or no? I can't think of what it says. I'm gonna have to wait for him to tell me. I don't think Smokey's here, but if you haven't joined James Discord, it's free to download. Yes, thank you for saying that, Everyday Treasures. Yeah, it's absolutely for free. You don't have to pay anything. Let me see what it. So once you get it downloaded, or anybody that's been in my Discord, once you download Discord and you click on my link, it'll allow you to join. But what do you have to click? What's the actual chat? Because there's all those tabs on the side. What's that one tab that you have to click to join the live chat, the live talk? Let me know who knows that. Everyday Treasures or Pickle or anyone else that's here knows about it. Because I'm just trying to make it easier for people that don't know much about it. Dude, we got 1,000 likes on this live stream. I really appreciate that. Now, I'm going to just say that's 1,000 likes of support and not 1,000 likes because they're happy with the title. Main chat, is that what it says? Main chat? Okay. I thought that's where we chat, though. But what's it called for the talking thing that we do? Can anybody see my message? I see your message, Leanne. Good to see you, Leanne Harrison. Thank you so much for being here. My dog is old with a lot of problems, but he's hanging on. Amen to that. Kate, you're in my prayers. What's going on, Kate? I hope you're doing okay. It is main chat, says Pickle. Okay. All right. I didn't think it's called main chat though. I thought the main chat is normally the chat log, but for the talking part, is that also main chat? I don't think so. But if Pickle's saying that, he's probably right. If not, you'll see us there. It'll say something that you'll figure out. But you have to download it first and then click on it. Life Behind the Bars, James the Fam, B videos. What? James Stage? I guess it says something James Stage or something. You'll figure it out. But I'm gonna go over there in just a minute or two, guys. As soon as I end this live stream, I'm gonna go over to Discord. Maybe I'll make like a video of it so you guys can actually see. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna probably screen record on my phone when I get over there, and then maybe upload it so you guys can see what I'm talking about next time. Cause it's a lot of fun. I get to talk to you guys. It's so rewarding just being able to just listen to everybody, hear what's going on in everybody's lives, and it's cool because every week I've been able to talk to the same people that come back. So if you want to talk to me, this is your chance. Come over to Discord, download it, and join us there in just a couple of minutes. I'd be super happy to see a bunch of new faces over there. It'd be really cool. So yeah, that'd be super dope. Make sure you do that. And I appreciate all the likes and the support, guys. Again, I didn't necessarily want to like call my live stream this and talk about this necessarily because I don't want to sound like a complainer or a whiner or whatever. I wanted to be real with you guys and tell you what's been on my heart, what I've been thinking about lately. Because at the end of the day, I could go and find a job. I could go and find work, and I could go work in sales, and I could probably start off making $1,000, $1,500 a week, which would be $4,000 to $6,000 a month. Right now, I'm making half of that on YouTube, but that's before I pay any expenses to go on trips. After that, I could go work at McDonald's and make more money than I do here on YouTube. But and I'm okay with that if I feel like the right message is getting out there and the right people are being inspired. But all I see, not all I see, but most of what I see online is just darkness and just man, it's just stuff that the devil comes to trick you with. And man, I hate seeing that. It's gotten so discouraged. It's gotten me down. And I mean, it's one thing being able to do this and it doesn't really pay off financially, but it pays off spiritually and in my soul. Man, that's worth it. That's worth it. I'll make nothing to make other people happy and inspire other people. That's fine. But if I feel like I'm not doing that and that, I'd rather go get a job, make money, and be able to have a better life. So I wanted to share that with you guys and tell you, and you know, just let you know that I'm gonna try really hard these next couple of months. And I would appreciate if you guys could show your support. Like I said, leaving comments, like leaving 1 or 2 comments in a video, leaving a like on the video means more than you guys know. Like that's how YouTube picks up on videos, you know. I don't care about watching the ads. You can skip the ads if you want. Watching a whole video is really good, because if you watch 2 minutes of the video and you click off, it shows YouTube that they're not interested in the video. But if you watch the whole video, you know, you can skip through it and stuff too if you need to, but if you watch the whole video, that shows YouTube, you know, that people are enjoying the content, instead of just, you know, I used to say, oh, just if you want to come, leave a like. That doesn't really help. What I found out. Thank you so much for being here though, guys. I really do appreciate it. Raptor Adventures, what up, Jen and Lisa? This is Miss You James. We look forward to seeing you soon. Definitely gonna make it back up there. Got lots and lots to do. Let's see. Everyday Treasure says, don't be nervous on video. We are fam and not here to judge. Plus James, yeah, we're not doing the video chat tonight, we're just doing the audio chat. But yeah, there is a video chat option on there too, which we'll sometimes do, which is really cool. Dang, not $5 Vibro fog. I don't know what that is. Me either, Kelsey. It's frustrating, says Mom Page. I missed what Kelsey said though. I think you should get a job during the week and then on YouTube, do YouTube on the weekends. That's the only problem though. I need to travel, and I can't just travel on the weekends. I need to travel for a week or 2 on the end, and jobs aren't going to accept that. That's what kind of sucks. I've thought about that if I could. Hey, Vodka Vamp, good to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Don't get it, James. Your context makes us happy. I really appreciate that. That's why I continue to do this. 100%. 100%. See you in Discord. Awesome, Crystal. That's awesome. You need to do more videos with Omar. Yep, I'm doing a video with Omar coming up here next month. So, got a lot to do. If you missed part of this live stream, guys, you can go back and watch it. Like I said, just, you know, show your support. And I don't even just mean support for me. Show your support for one another. It's just for fams in general. Like I said, I'd love to see comment section of my videos start blowing up, even of this. You know, there's a lot of love and a lot of comments and a lot of support for one another in the live chat, but there's also a normal comment section. Maybe just after you're done with this live stream, maybe go in, or even right now, go to the normal comment section and leave a word of inspiration. Not for me, but just leave a good, kind word of inspiration for anybody. I'd love to see a bunch of love in the comment section. So I'd like to see that happen more. If you guys want to do something to show your support to me, show some love to me, just show support to one another. It's what I really want the most. That's the only thing that's driving me, because to be honest with you, YouTube's not gonna blow up in the next 2 months and make me a ton of money. It's just not. I'm still gonna, struggle financially if I continue doing YouTube, and I'm okay with that. If I see that love for one another on here, because, like I said, that's really what it's all about. So, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I know the week starts off tomorrow, guys. Monday, first day of the week to start getting things right. If there's anything out there that you've been wanting to do, dude, don't let nothing hold you back. Don't let anybody hold you back. Don't be scared to live your dream. Don't be afraid to fail. Everybody fails. I've failed hundreds of times. Everybody fails at stuff. It's not giving up, not quitting. Maybe you had a dream once before and you failed. Maybe there's something that you wanted to do and you tried and you failed. Maybe try again. And if you don't get it right, try again and again and again till you do get it right. Because no matter what you want to do in life, if there's something that you want to do, you can succeed. You can do it. I've proven it many times over that if there's something you want out of life, if there's something that you want to do, you can achieve it. The only thing holding you back from doing it is you. And if you don't have that quit in you, and you have that passion to want to do something, you will succeed. If you wanted to become a big YouTuber, you could become a big YouTuber. The thing is, the people that really want it, that really want it, and that don't give up and just give it their all, those people will end up achieving it. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, 4 years ago, was a geeky kid that sat at his house and would sit there and make a video for 20 straight hours saying Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul 50,000 times. And dude, that guy wanted it so bad. Maybe he didn't have the right ticket. Maybe he failed over and over and over, and he failed and he got frustrated, but he didn't give up and he gave it his all. If there's something you want and you give it your all and you don't give up, you will achieve it. And there's a perfect example of Mr. Beast. He didn't give up. He continued to give everything because he wanted it so bad. And if there's something that you want in this life, if you want something that bad and you don't give up and you try it and keep trying and keep trying. I've heard people say that, oh, I've tried, it just didn't work. Well, you didn't try hard enough. You didn't try hard enough. You gave up, or you just half-assed it. No, sometimes, like, every successful person that I know on YouTube, like very successful people on YouTube, they didn't get it by accident. They didn't get it handed to them. They worked their asses off to get it. They kept working so hard. They failed. They kept trying. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that just, throw up a viral video and it just went crazy and bam. But 99 times out of 100, or 999 times out of 1,000, dude, people have to work hard to get their goals and their dreams, and you can do it if you don't quit, if you keep working hard at it. And I just want to inspire you guys to do that, and to do it, and to love one another, and just spread that love and kindness out there, guys, in everything you do. It could be something so simple. I've had people tell me, oh, James, I'd love to be like that, but I don't have money. Dude, you don't have to have money. Just how about, you want to do something kind? How about something simple like this? You write a note of encouragement, something that would just encourage somebody, something about life, something about not giving up, something about finding yourself, something about whatever you want, and keep that note in your purse, keep it in your wallet. And if you see somebody on the street, it could be anybody, you see somebody walking around, sitting, somebody at a park, somebody at the mall, somebody at a gas station, and they look down, or they just look like they need some encouragement, hand them that note, walk away. Say, I'd like to give this to you. Do something. There's always something you can do to spread love and kindness. And you may not see the outcome of the impact it makes on that person's life, but let me tell you, it makes a real impact on that person's life. It really does. And I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you again for the love and support. I love you guys, and I'll see you on Discord. Come over to Discord, guys, if you want to come talk to me. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'm going to go use the restroom, and then I'll be live on my Discord server. Let's go talk, and I'd love to talk to you guys. So I'll see you guys later. Peace, guys. Yeah.